Hello and welcome to this video on what's new in Vivado Design Suite 2014.1. In this video, we'll look at some of the productivity enhancements available in 2014.1, and then at the end of the video, I will provide information on how you can get more details. So let's start from the start with a brand new installer for Vivado Design Suite 2014.1. Vivado Design Suite 2014.1 has a completely new installer which I just downloaded from Xilinx.com. This installer is only 43 megabytes, so it just took me a few minutes to download. So let's start the installation process. Okay, so with this installer I can install Vivado Design Environment, Software Development Kit, Hardware Server, and Documentation Navigator. I do need to have administrator privileges in order to install the software. Alright, to install this over the web now, I'll enter my Xilinx.com username and then enter my password. Click Next. You can agree to the end user license agreement, agree to have WebTalk enabled, and then agree to the third-party software user license agreement. Click Next. So here I can select the edition that I want to install. I can install Vivado Webpack, Design Edition, System Edition, the Software Development Kit or SDK alone. I can install the Hardware Server standalone or Documentation Navigator standalone. I actually want to install the entire Vivado System Edition, so I'll select that. So I'd also like to install the Software Development Kit, so I can do that here. I can select or deselect System Generator for DSP or Vivado High Level Synthesis, which are both part of the System Edition. I can select now devices that I want to install or not install. I want to install all the devices, the 7 series devices, the Zinc devices, and the UltraScale devices. But here I could choose not to install some of those devices if I knew I wasn't going to target those. So let's click on Next. Select the location. Okay, here's the installation summary. So I'll click on Install and let the installation begin. Alright, so the installation is completed successfully. Took about 10 minutes to do the install and about 25 minutes to do the download. With Vivado Design Suite 2014.1, there is a 30% reduction in the Vivado full image size and over a 50% reduction from ISE Design Suite, saving disk space and speeding installation. Let's launch Vivado Design Suite 2014.1 and take a little closer look at what's new. The first thing you may notice is that this initial page is a little bit different. Now we have direct access to recent projects that we've been working on, and you'll also notice a couple of new icons. The Open Hardware Manager, which is available and new in 2014.1, and then also the Xilinx Tickle Store. So let's take a little closer look at that. The Xilinx Tickle Store enables you to download and install Tickle apps to extend the native Tickle that's available in Vivado. So once it's installed, it now looks like native Tickle, even down to the help infrastructure. So now you have access to a repository of Tickle apps hosted on a third-party web server. The app versions aren't tied to Vivado versions, so you can always access the latest apps. At the end of this video, I'll point to a Vivado quick take that shows more information on the Xilinx Tickle Store. So right now, let's install the Ultrafast Design Methodology app. If you're interested in some more information on a particular Tickle process, you can go to the Tickle process, right-click, click on Help, and then you can get full Vivado help for that Tickle process. Okay, we can close this window for now. Let's create a new project in 2014.1. We can use the wizard to help guide us. You'll notice in 2014.1 that now there are numerous new Kintex UltraScale devices that are available. For this particular project though, I want to select an evaluation board. I'm going to select the ZC702 evaluation board. Click Finish. So now we've created a new project in Vivado. So now let's create a block design. You'll notice also in 2014.1 I have the option to either create it local to the project or I can choose a remote location for my block design. Now that I have my block design created, I'll point out there's a couple of new tabs here. There's the Signals tab in 2014.1 and then also the Board Part Interface tab. So with the Board Part Interface tab, I have direct access to interfaces that are available on this evaluation board. So for example, the LED 4 bits, I can right click on that, I can just make a preferred connection, and what Vivado will do for me automatically is instantiate the necessary GPIO and connect that to the LEDs that are available on this 702 board. Similarly for the I2C, I can right click on that, add that connection to my board. And then let's say I want to connect the resets here, so let's make this an external connection. So now I made one reset connection. Here on the Signals tab, I can go over to Resets, and I can very easily see that I still have unconnected resets. So I could connect it over in the diagram, but what's really nice now in the Signals tab is I can do bulk connections. I can just take this, I can drag and drop it, make this connection over here, and then the connection will happen in the diagram for me automatically. Now let's open up an example project so we can take a look at the timing constraints wizard. So I'll go to the 7 series BFT core. This is a small RTL project. Now I'll run implementation on this project. So that just took a few minutes. So now let's open up our implemented design. You notice over here now the new timing constraints wizard in 2014.1. So the timing constraint wizard guides us through creating timing constraints per the Xilinx design methodology. So here there's no missing primary clock constraints for this design. No missing constraints here. Okay, so on the input delays we are missing some constraints. So let me just take care of one of these. I can set the clock to out min. Let's just set that to 1 nanosecond. And then the min board delay, maybe make that 1 nanosecond also. Clock to out max 2 and clock to out max delay 2. And I can click apply. So we can continue to use the timing constraint wizard to apply constraints like this. Right now I'll just skip ahead to the finish. So I added 2 set input delay constraints. So we can click finish here. Now if I go to edit timing constraints, you'll notice that those constraints that I created show up right here. We don't have time in this video to go to all the detail of all the new features that are available in Vivado 2014.1, but here we've had a chance to look at a few of them. Some additional changes in Vivado Design Suite 2014.1 include runtime and QOR improvements compared to 2013.4. On average, we're seeing a 25% improvement in the runtime push-button flow, 5% better Fmax, and now the placer and router multi-threading uses up to 8 CPUs. Around simulation, we're seeing a 1.5x runtime improvement, 2.2x on the compile side, and 1.3x on the simulation side, and a memory footprint that's been divided by 2. There are also enhancements to make maintaining your Vivado project in revision control easier, and then changes in Vivado HLS and System Generator for DSP. So in summary, you saw a more efficient download, install, and license management process in 2014.1, the new Tickle Store, which enables the design community to share scripts that improve designer productivity, enhancements to IP Integrator on the Signal and Board Interface tabs, and the new Timing Constraint Wizard component of the ultra-fast design methodology. For additional information, you can watch some of the new Quick Take training videos that are available. There's one on Timing Constraint Wizard, one on the ultra-fast design methodology for timing closure, the one I mentioned previously on the Tickle Store, using Vivado and Xilinx evaluation boards, using hardware co-simulation and Vivado System Generator for DSP, and partial reconfiguration in Vivado. So go to www.xilinx.com/download and download Vivado Design Suite 2014.1 today. Thank you for watching this video.